What up, traders? And in today's video, we're going to be talking about a super important topic that's really going to help you guys understand these markets and how we view them as traders and how to really understand it better. So, today's topic is market structure, and market structure is really, really important just to understand the overall direction of where we're going in the market. So, whenever you look at your chart, you're going to have three different types of structure, right? We're either going to have an uptrend when we're going up, a downtrend when we're going down, and then there's a third type, which is just sideways consolidation, which basically just means like the price is going nowhere and we're just moving sideways. So whenever you look at your chart, what I want you guys to think what constitutes a high, right? So whenever we have a high, we have a move up and a move down. High. Same thing with a low. Whenever we have a low, we have a move down and then a move up. And I want you guys to remember, whenever you look at these two moves, this doesn't have to be like a series of candles. It's going to literally just be one candle up and then one candle down. And then the same thing here. One candle down and then one candle up. Okay? So whenever we look at our chart, hold on, give me 1 second. Whenever we look at our chart, right? And this is a good example for you guys. Whenever we look at our chart here, we can see a clear uptrend, right? With higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And then suddenly we have this crazy downtrend, which is the exact opposite. So we have a high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then so on and so forth. So whenever you guys look at these trends, there's a couple things I want you guys to have in mind. So whenever we look at an uptrend, right, we have something which called a break of structure. All right, and all that means is that the most recent high, like take this high for example, right here. Whenever we have a high and then that price level gets broken, we have what's known as, if this would cooperate, and if we have, okay, this high, and then we break that high, right? Right here, this would be a break of structure. All that means is that we're continuing the trend that we had before. As in this candle right here, the super small green one, we broke the high right here, the most recent high, and we're continuing the trend upwards. So we know once this high is broken, we're most likely going to continue the trend to the next price point. Okay? And then same thing with a low. And in a downtrend, we have this low right here. Oh, make that a little better. So we have this low right here. So we see price drop and then move back up to make a lower high. And then once we broke past this low, we knew that price was going to continue the move downwards into an even lower low all the way down here at this candle right here. This red candle right here, we knew it was going to make the continuation of our trend downwards because we had a break of structure right here to continue the trend downwards. So that's super important to keep in mind. You always want to be looking out for break of structure, in the correct direction of the overall trend in the higher time frame that you're looking at. And then another thing I want you guys to really keep in mind is something else that I tend to look for a lot, which is what's known as a change of character, right? Which all that means is that we have a change in market structure. So take, for example, this big entire move that we have right here, this whole thing, right? So like I was telling you guys earlier, we have the high, low, high, low, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, right? So we have all of these lows right here, like 1, 2, 3, and so on, right? So whenever we have a change of character and we break one of these lows, since we know that uptrends consist of higher highs and higher lows, right? Whenever we break this low right here, we know that we're in a downtrend, because instead of making a higher low, which would be above this high, we made a lower low all the way down here, right? So meaning that not only do we break one low, we broke two lows and a third low. So a confirmation that we're in a downtrend, right? So same thing with the uptrend. For example here, whenever we have this whole move down, right? Like I was telling you guys, what makes a high and what makes a low, right? So we have a low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high right here on this green candlestick right here. So I know that if we can get above that high right there and stay above it and have a strong candle close above it, then I know we see a change in the market structure, as in a change of character, because this is the most recent high that we made. So if we go above that high, that means we have a higher high, which is the sign of an uptrend. So once we have a higher high here, and then we pull back and then make an even higher high, this is a super strong confirmation of a change of character, as in a flip in market direction, as in a change of trend. So instead of being in a downtrend, I know once we get above this high, we're now in an uptrend. All right, I hope that makes sense. And the third thing I want you guys to really pay attention to is what we know as consolidation, or like a balanced price range, as in like the candles are super balanced. Like this is a good example right here. Balanced price range. So the candles are really just moving sideways, because if you look from this green candlestick right here all the way over to this one right here, we never really left the range of this sideways action until this candlestick. So something I want you guys to keep in mind is that you never want to get involved in trying to trade this. This is going to drive you insane. Like this is going to like piss you off and make you want to go crazy and like punch your computer screen. So whenever we see a balanced price range like this, you can think about it kind of like the stock is building up energy, right? And building, like accumulating orders and more people to get in this type of action, so that we can make a new move, either to reverse back down or to continue the move back up, which is clearly what you see here. Think about consolidation. All it is just price wanting to sit at a price point to allow more people to get into the position to continue the move up or reverse it back down, or like just continue the move or reverse, just in general. So super simple, super easy. And yeah, those are like really the main three things that you guys need to know when it comes to like honestly looking at market structure and like knowing how to read trends and like seeing where the price is most likely to go to based on just the market structure. And there are a couple tools that I like to use to like really identify this, and we'll get into that in like another video. I use a couple different indicators to help me like identify trends and identify market structure, but we'll talk about that in a later video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, if you guys have any comments, make sure you drop them down below. And this is just another video of the Trading University. If you guys have any topics you guys want to hear about or know about, make sure you let me know, and leave a like if this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time.